Hi, Carl with Concept 3. Part 2 of our interview with Tim Brooks from the Emerald Island Casino and the Rainbow Club in Henderson, Nevada. Our own Mike Costa caught up with him on his property, and it is an unbelievable interview. If you love the gaming industry, listen to what Tim has to say. Watch what's going on in this interview. You're going to get a lot out of it.
You mentioned good food, and the food and beverage offerings here at Emerald Isle can stand on their own when you pit them up against a lot of other gaming establishments. How hard was it to find, I guess, that right team as far as food and beverage are concerned?
Well, it was a labor of love and a working process. It wasn't as hard as you would think. What was the hard part was consistency, making sure that it's right every time. I mean, you can go to McDonald's in Henderson, and you can go to one in New York, and it's the same. So
pretty much,
you
right.
want it to be consistent and always try to put out the best product possible. So a lot of my team, and she should mention that, it's funny you should mention that, has been with me well over 10, some 15, 20 years. So consistency and just quality, serve quality. Even though we offer value, we don't skimp on quality.
So you obviously take care of your employees.
We do.
That's great.
They're our number one asset.
I love it.
And I love them like a family. And so we have, between the two properties, we have about 325 employees now. So, and I kind of know everyone by name.
That's great. That's awesome.
So it's good. I'm here every day. So it's a labor of love for me, and it translates down to the team in general.
And you see a lot of the same faces, breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
We do. We get visits from our guests 30 times a month, sometimes twice a day.
That's awesome.
So we're a lot closer to some of them, our guests, and they are to their own family, and we get to hear stories about what goes on in their life, and they want to tell us, and we listen, and so it's like it meshes well.
If I'm a player here, do you offer free play or cash back?
No free play.
No free play. Okay.
Just cash back. All our promotions are designed for cash back at the machine level. So certain events that happen at the machine will trigger an event, and we'll give you a wheel spin certificate. We'll come back and spin our wheel of cash on certain days, up to $100, and it's been very, very, very good for us. We surveyed our customers way back in 2006, 2007. It took us about 6 months for straw surveys, if you straw polls, and we found out that they would rather have food and cash rather than free play.
As far as your players' rewards and the strategy and kind of the equation you have come up with, it's very innovative. And I don't know, but are there others out there that are looking at what you're doing, what Emerald Isle is doing, what Rainbow is doing, and thinking, we've got to do that?
I think that there are. I think that because we look at other places as well, because everybody does things differently, and you learn from your competition, and you learn from just by keeping your eyes open. So I do believe that there are people that look at what we do. It's one thing to look, but it's another thing to execute.
True words
Yeah, right.
were never spoken. All right, so this has been since 2001 for you. 2003 you opened up.
Correct.
What's next for Tim Brooks?
You know what? I'm just going to keep rolling the dice and do what we got to do. We have plans for an expansion here at Emerald Island later this year, early next year in 2024. And we're just going to keep moving the needle and giving the best customer service that we possibly can, and just keep growing those head counts.
You've got, you said you're here every single day. The great phone call is the jackpot. The bad phone call is something happened to the kitchen or the broken pipe. But away from the casino, how do you relax? How do you blow off steam? What's your R&R like?
Well, I love to take my dog for a walk, walk off my dog.
What kind of dog?
I have a black Labrador Retriever and a little Chiweenie that we adopted a few months ago. So a big dog, little dog. I never was a little dog, but this little dog has changed my life, changed my view about little dogs.
And let me fathom a guess. The little dog runs the house?
Absolutely. Yeah. Are you kidding me? Yeah, she's the ruler of the roost.
I think that's the case in so many houses.
So I like baseball. I like Dodgers. I'm a big Dodgers fan, LA Dodgers, and so we'll get out of town once in a while. We'll see a Dodger game, and concerts are a big thing for me. Grew up in the '70s in the classic rock era, so want to get in as many of those concerts as we can, and before all those guys die off.
Tim, I got to tell you, it's been such a pleasure being here at your casino today. We really appreciate it. Continued success, and thank you for the time.
You bet. It's been a pleasure having you here, and I hope you have a great day.